Perfect. Here we go. How you doing tonight, Miss Caleb Kalia Bean? Correct.
Yes, I'm doing
Perfect. There we go.
good.
Doing good. All right, we're gonna give the people a couple seconds to get in. So how was school today?
School is it was good. People congratulated me. Some of my friends, some of my teachers congratulated me. It was very heartwarming, and I appreciate all the support I had in the beginning and the end.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And the thing about it too, um, you might not realize it. You inspire those people, even some of your teachers, because a lot of them see you. They might not have known, that you did track and field or that you did at that level. And now they see you, so you might inspire them to do something in their daily lives to go to the next level to try to be better. So just keep doing what you're doing because you never know who you're out there, who you're inspiring. Also, all right, one moment. Let me finna get ready to rock and roll. Give about one more minute for everybody to come in. How was the weather up there today in Jayville?
It's good. It was really hot today. In the morning, it was super cold, but then as time passed by, it was really hot. Of
Yeah,
course, when I go to practice, it's like really hot.
you guys practice right after school?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Jayville is tricky, man. Like it could either be, like you say, it can be hot or it can be really cold. So you have
Yeah.
to you gotta play it by ear. Like you never know what to expect. All right. So for the people out there, we're gonna go ahead and get started. For the people out there who don't know Miss Kalia Bing, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I go to Bishop Snyder and I do track and field. I do long jump, the 100, the 200, and the 4x1 if we put one together.
Okay.
I like to hang out with my friends, normal high schooler stuff. Being around your friends all the time and you don't want to do anything.
So do
That
do
includes
do some of your friends run track also?
Yeah, some of my friends run track, but most of my friends do other sports. Like, most of my friends are in softball right now. They're at the
Okay.
same time, track and softball.
So you got to recruit some of them over there to especially softball. You got to recruit some of those softball players to come over and throw. There might be a
Yeah,
couple on there. Maybe you can throw in a 4x1 team with you.
yeah, that's what we're hoping for. I've tried to recruit, but they made their decision, so I'm not gonna
That's
force
true.
it.
I got you. You can find some of those basketball kids to come over and jump in that high jump and that long
Oh, we
jump too.
do have a lot of basketball players in doing high jump actually, which is pretty funny and ironic
Okay. No,
because they're all at the high jump. They're really good at it though, so
yeah, nah, most of them
more
should
excited.
be because they them and also volleyball too. You probably get us a couple surprises in from basketball and volleyball when it comes to the high jump, even the long jump too. You'd be surprised. So can you tell the people how you got involved in track and field?
Well, the way I got involved was as a kid, I always ran away and jumped and did crazy stunts. I used to run away from my dad in the supermarket and he'd have to chase me. And we went in hotels when I was younger, I used to jump back and forth on the beds.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually my dad just put me in track. And at first I didn't like it because I had to run and I was in the heat. But eventually, over the span of years, I stayed and then I started to actually enjoy it and get better. So that's how I really started.
Okay, so did you do any gymnastics too, or it was just you went straight to track?
I did gymnastics, but unfortunately, younger me only wanted to jump on the trampoline, so I didn't really. They didn't really keep me long, and I got in trouble, and my dad took me
Yeah.
out because all I wanted to do was jump on the trampoline.
So that's nothing wrong with that. So do you still have that kid in you where when you see a trampoline, you say, I gotta go get it, I gotta attack it.
Yeah, I like trampolines and jumping, like when you go to those little places.
Yeah, like the Sky Zone or whatever. That's cool. I don't know if you've seen it. They have like this little mini trampoline for high jump. So the high jumpers use it to save their legs. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna
Um,
send a link to your dad so maybe he can show it to you. Maybe you can go. He can get you one of those, and you can try it out for long jump. You just run and just bounce on the trampoline and just jump in the sand
that
on
would be good.
some of your fun days or days that take off the little tension, whatever, when you're out there relaxing. So what does a week of practice look like for you?
A week of practice for me would be the first day we normally do like endurance or speed and power. The
Okay,
second the second day would be jumps. Wednesday would be speed and power because normally on Wednesday JV has a meet, so it's just varsity. So we're
okay,
usually doing speed and power, and then Thursday jumps again, and then Friday would be recovery.
okay. So when do you guys have meets up there? Do you guys have like a special day that you do meets, or it just varies throughout the week?
It varies throughout the week, but the way the schedule is going that I've seen is JV has like all of JV has meets on Wednesday. For
Mm-hmm.
varsity, it's different. It's sometimes on Friday or Saturday, more close to the weekend than in the school week. So
Okay.
it'll
So
probably be like Friday.
So do you like because I remember when I did track in high school, we loved those meets during the day because you got to get out of school early. Now the only thing was like, then you might be out there at 8, 9 o'clock at night or whatever, but you come to school in your sweats, your gear, and like by 10 o'clock you saying, peace, we about to get on the bus, we out of here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Snyder doesn't allow you to like wear your sweats. You can wear your jersey, but I don't think you can't like you have to have a jacket over it because the jerseys are too tight fitting and we
I
have a
got you.
very strict dress code. So if we were to wear it, we'd have to wear like a jacket or like something else.
Okay, I got you. Well, it is
I
what
do
it is.
enjoy leaving school early though. That's the best part.
Nah, leaving school early is fun, especially like you miss those periods that are not your most fun periods, like
Yeah.
math and English and stuff like that. So you like we
Yep.
can go ahead and get up out of here. So when you have like a big competition like you just had at New Balance, does the practice vary? Does it change during that week, or you stay to the same routine?
Yeah, practice does change. When I was preparing for Boston, I on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I worked on jumps and
Okay,
starts, and I worked on my approach mostly. I we didn't really do too much jumps. We just wanted to make sure I was consistent on the board, so I would be ready when I got there, just in case anything like changed or happened. And starts, I feel like everybody on meet day usually does starts, so I work the blocks a little bit.
okay. So do you
That's
think
really
that helps you running the 60? You think that helps you with the long jump with your approach down the runway?
Yeah, when I get faster, I usually have to move back and my jumps are farther. So the faster I get, the farther I can jump because I'm bringing more speed to the
Okay,
board. That's what
I
my
got you.
coach
Yeah.
said.
No, it's true. It's true. If you ever watch, I don't know if you heard of Carl Lewis. He says something similar to what you just said. Like he was a really good, 100-meter runner, and he was a really good long jumper. And he would say, when he comes down that lane, the faster he comes down, of course you still gotta, gather yourself so that way you hit the board so you don't scratch. But he said the more force you can build up, the more speed you can build up. If you can counter that and still hit that board the same correct way, your jumps are going to be that much further. So I definitely think it's going to help you because you're going to get faster, you're going to get stronger. You might end up jumping 22, 23 feet by the time you leave high school, man.
Hopefully, I'm just gonna do my best and put in the work and see where it goes.
I like that. I like that. So what was your mindset when you get to New Balance? The fanfare, all the nice things. You know what I'm saying? Everything going on. What was your mindset when you got on that runway before your first jump?
I was excited and a little bit nervous because it was like my first like really big meet, and I was excited because I was ready to jump, and I was ready to like kind of like show the world that I can do stuff. So I got
I
excited.
got you. I got you.
And
I
that
got you.
definitely showed in my jump because I went over the board.
So when that happens, right? You hyped. You say, "I'm ready to let the world know who Kalia Bing is," and you go out and you jump and you scratch that first one. What's the mindset? Do you on the second jump? You're like, "Okay, let me throttle this down. Let me play it safe," or you say, "You know what? I'm here. This New Balance. I'm going for it all."
Well, at first I was a little bit doubtful because I was like, dang it.
Yeah.
I was so excited and my adrenaline was, but my coach just moved me back and he told me to do the exact same thing. So that's exactly what I did. I just kind of try to stay in the same mindset that I can do this, and like if I'm confident and I keep all the negative things away, then I'll be able to achieve anything. And this is one of the things that I am capable of achieving. So I just need
Okay.
to put in the technique in the work and get my mind right so I can do the things that I wanted to do.
I got you. I like that. Was and it's good too that you trusted your coach, because sometimes our coach might say things to us, but it's like, yeah, I hear you, coach, but I'm not trying to. I done came too far. I'm not trying to mess
Yeah.
this up. You know what I'm saying? So it's good that you listen to your coach and that you have faith in, and that you guys have that trust in that relationship. So how did you overcome that nervousness? I heard you said that you're a little nervous. How did you overcome that?
I overcame the nervousness by taking a deep breath and trying to not let it consume me, because I didn't like being, my coach said being nervous is okay, and I think that's okay too. It just means,
Mm-hmm.
like, I think it means you're ready and you're just a little like, shaken up, but I didn't want to be nervous to the point where I was scared to jump or do
I got you.
anything, and then I would get worried and that would be the whole focus, and I would lean away from focusing on the actual goal, which was to execute my jump so I can, have a good jump and have a good competition.
Mm-hmm.
So I usually take deep breaths, or I kind of like walk around a little bit, or I like talk to myself. Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
I take, but mostly deep breaths.
Um, so I have a question here from Facebook. It says, did your dad ever coach you? And if so, when did he hand you over to a different coach?
My dad never coached me. He is a coach, but he's a throwers coach. He's not a
Hmm.
sprinters coach. So he basically put me on a team with um Snyder. I used to practice at Snyder when I was a little kid, but it wasn't for like high school. It was for like a little club team, and I
I
used
got
to
you.
run, and they would train with me. Sometimes I would run with the high schoolers, sometimes I wouldn't. And then after, I got upset because I was running with like a bunch of high schoolers and there was nobody my age. So then he took me to my other club team, which is River City Finish, that I ran on in Boston. And they had a lot more kids, and I was able to enjoy it and make friendships. And I really enjoyed that. And I still do enjoy it. We have a lot of fun
Yeah.
over this.
So do you think you running with those high schoolers, you think that helped you? So by the, and now you're able to get with kids your age, build relationships. But do you think that helped you mature a little bit faster in the track world because you had to, run with the older kids and try to keep up? You think that kind of prepared you more for high school?
Yeah, I think that did play like a major part, because if I wouldn't have like been practicing with high schoolers, probably my freshman year I would have been really like scared or nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But in track I've always run with people older than me because of the year my birthday's in, cuz it's late. So
Okay.
either way I had like no choice. Like when I was like 11, I was like running with the 12-year-olds, or 13. I was always run with older people.
I got you.
And I mean, I think I benefit from that because it allows me to not be scared when I compete against 16, 17, 18-year olds, people who have been doing this for a long time, because I've been competing with people who've been doing it for longer than I have. And
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it allows me to not be as scared or intimidated. It kind
I
of
got you.
prepared me. for the
Yeah,
future.
and that's definitely true because when you get to high school, you know, especially you're a freshman on varsity, you jumping against kids 17, 18 years old, maybe even 19, you know what I'm saying, depending on the circumstances. So you can't go out there with that mindset of, oh my God, I'm only 14, I'm only 15, what's gonna happen? You know, you gotta everybody's on the equal playing field regardless of age. So to have that mindset that you have even now is going to take you far in the sports world, because then when you get to college the same thing happens all over again. You know, freshman year, here you are 17, 18, and you might be jumping against some people 25, 26 years old, you know.
Yeah.
So you always want to have that mindset of, I'm just here to do my best. I'm competing against myself regardless of what everybody else is doing. I got to make sure I take care of what I got to take care of. Like Deion Sanders always says, keep the main thing the main thing. So do you have a special routine that you do before you compete, or you just
Um,
go out and just do what you do?
I do what I do for meets is my warm up is for the track meets are the same, but what I do before is RPR. I forgot what that means, but it's like a long term.
Okay,
Uh, my dad just said it's called reflexive performance reset, and it
gotcha. Well, don't give away
basically
too many
like
secrets now.
it allows me to wake up my nervous system. I think it
Okay.
helps me a lot. Like there's deep breathing, like I said before, that
Hmm.
helps me, and a lot of other parts. But I feel like that would be the part of my main routine.
So do you do any yoga, any like stretching, like out on the side, like, you know, not doing competition obviously, but like as like a way to prepare for competition?
Yeah, I have like a leg machine, or I use my massage gun if I'm feeling like some muscles are tight,
Okay.
or like our team like on pre-meet days we do ice baths. So, well, it's not like an ice bath. We just get like a large bucket and put ice in it, and then everyone like goes in it. So, like stuff like that.
Okay, I got you. I got you. So what do you like to eat before the competition? This is always one of my favorite questions because I like to see the different things that people, you know, everybody, some people have superstition where I gotta eat this before I compete. Some people are like, I'm gonna eat whatever's at the meet, you know. So what's on your menu meet day before the
Um,
competition?
Spaghetti.
Oh,
I like spaghetti, like or Alfredo or scampi. I feel like that's really carby, and you're supposed to eat a lot of carbs. But I just
yeah.
like pasta. That's just me. It's not because it has any benefit to me on the track, even though it does. I just like pasta.
You just like pasta. So do you do
Yeah.
just straight pasta, or we throwing some chicken in there, some shrimp, or we
I
just straight?
usually do shrimp Alfredo. That's my
Okay.
favorite. Yeah.
Okay. So did you get any seafood up in Boston? I know you're right on the harbor.
Unfortunately not. By the time we like actually were like out of the hotel, the place closed, so we weren't able
Oh.
to get anything. But even though it was super cold, I wanted to try ice cream because I felt like it was really good, and it was. We got ice cream from a homemade shop. It was really delicious. So that was one of the good foods that I ate.
I got you. Okay. As long as you try something. So what's do you listen to music before? And if so, what's on the Kalia Bing playlist?
Sometimes I listen to music before. I don't really like know. I kind of listen to like everything, or like rap or romance or blues, like just anything. Because if I have like a favorite song, I'll play it.
Okay.
Sometimes I play hype music, like really hype music. I'll have a playlist. If I have like a super serious meet, I'll play some
Yeah.
hype music. That's what I normally listen to before meets. But
Okay.
I just listen to my music because I like to. I'm always in the car listening to music. My dad doesn't like it, but I still do it. And it
He
has
seems like the
noise
type of guy that like music.
cancellation.
He doesn't like music. He seems like he's into music
He
now.
likes music, but he doesn't like when I specifically have my earbuds in and I can't hear him. And he'll
He's been
like
there
tap
before.
me, and
I'm
I'll
pretty
like,
sure I'm pretty sure he was your age. He was the same way. See, we didn't have earbuds back then. We had, you know, the big headphones. that was connected to our CD player or our tape player, But I'm pretty sure he did the same thing when he was in the car with his parents. So tell him you gotta lighten up just a little bit.
Yeah, you said that.
So when you're on the runway, right? You're getting your mark and everything. Are you listening to music then, or you're just locked in, tunnel vision, music off, everything off? I'm just focused on getting my mark and getting these run throughs.
I'm more like locked in. I try to like avoid any distractions possible that might like I think like mess me up or just distract
Mm-hmm.
me because I want to be 100% focused on what I'm doing so I can do it properly. So no music. I try if I can ask people to be quiet, I'll try, but not everyone has to listen to me. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I
I got
just
you.
would appreciate it. And
I got
sometimes
you.
I try to like tune everybody out if I can to just get ultimate quiet and then I visualize how I want my jump to go and then I go.
Okay. So when you with the team, right? Because did any of your team go up with you New Balance or you're solo?
No, it was just me by myself.
Okay. So when you're with your team, are you the type that you stretch with your team, you warm up with your team, or I'm cool with y'all, we buddy, we friends, but it's meet day, so I'm going off to the side and get my thing, get prepared by myself.
I have to go off like by myself because I love my teammates and we play around a lot because we like each other and we just want to be
Yeah.
funny and stupid. But sometimes I have to get away from that because like sometimes I there's times where I don't focus and I practice if I'm not focusing and I'm like talking to everyone. Those are usually the times when my approaches aren't as good or there's like
Mm,
something off and it's because I'm not focused and I'm busy talking to everyone. And I like to socialize, but I've learned that I do need to focus in order to execute properly and do better and get better.
I got you. I hope the young athletes out there listening, there has to come a time where you cool, we teammates, we friends, but when it's time to meet and I know I need to lock in, sometimes it's okay to separate yourself to get in that zone, get in your mode, get in your Mamba mode, Kobe mode, whatever, and then come back and compete. And after the competition, hey, we back chilling, talking, listen to our music, doing what we got to do. So I don't see a problem with that. So if that's what you got to do to lock in. Don't ever feel bad about that because that's what you got to do to make sure you get to the level that you're trying to get to. So I know that the indoor season, you had a really good indoor season. It's over. Did you meet the goals that you set for indoor? And have you set different goals for outdoor?
For indoor, basically my goals for indoor and outdoor are both the same. I'm trying to hit 20 feet or a
Okay.
really high 19. Even though my goals weren't set, I still won by a pretty good margin and I've learned to be satisfied with that because my coach told me that you're not always going to PR, you're going to gradually PR and I'm doing my best to accept that because I've I'm trying not to be this type of person, but I've started to like only look at results and not the
Mm,
process and be a little impatient, which is normal. So I'm trying to focus on the process more so I can see better results, but appreciate the process that got me those results.
I like that mindset. You definitely can become result driven. So don't feel bad, like you say. It happens. We get all caught up in those numbers. But there is definitely value in the journey. You know, the biggest thing I always tell athletes of your caliber is just to try to stay consistent because, like your coach said, you're not gonna PR every meet. It's fact. Gradually it'll happen. But coaches want to see consistency. Like they don't want to see you jump 19 feet this week and then you 16 feet next week. And then you might be 17 feet here. You know what I'm saying? They want to see, boom, okay, 18, 19 feet. So I know if I bring Kalia Bing to my university, I know what to expect. Like I know she could pop off 2021, but I know if not, I know she gonna give me a solid 18, 19 every meet. So you want to stay in that consistency realm, but PRs will happen. PRs will happen. But don't focus on, like, I know a lot of my athletes, and even when I was competing, the meets when I went in just thinking about I got a PR, worst performances ever. But the meets I went in just free, I'm just gonna trust my technique, go ahead, have a good time, smile on my face. Boom, you'd be surprised. I was a thrower, so you have a big throw, you know. So you go on with that free spirit, and you'd be amazed how many big jumps you'll have, and you'll hit the pit, you'll hit the you hit the board, and you'll land, and you'll be like, I think that was a good jump, and then you hit that number, and you'll be like, oh, that was a really good jump, you know. So don't get so caught up in the numbers, don't get so tight, and don't feel like if you don't hit what you expect to hit, that you didn't do your best. You get what I'm saying? Because you can do your best and not, jump what you expect to jump also. So don't be so hard on yourself. Is basically what I'm trying to say. You're still young. You still got a long career ahead of you. So don't be a prisoner of the moment. Because you got a long, 8, 9 years of jumping left. And running those 60s and even a couple 4x1s, maybe 4x4. You're running 4x4?
No, I don't
She's like, don't even
like the
put that in
four.
there.
Sorry. I
That's
know they're gonna
that's
make me do it eventually, but if I don't have to run it, I won't.
that's everybody's worst nightmare. They hit that 4x4. Everybody start hiding at the end of the track meet. Like, nope, 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 nope. So do you like competing in the morning or the afternoon? Some people are morning people, and some people are like, nah, I need to be afternoon. Which one are
I
you?
prefer the morning because I feel like I get done faster. I just feel like about track meets when I start in the morning, they end a little earlier for me
I got you.
because the jumping and field events always start early anyway. So I've kind of been like
Hmm.
forced to like wake up early and do it that way. I've never had to just like go in the afternoon.
No, that's true. Yeah, especially now. I don't know how it is up there. Down here, because we're in Miami, South Florida. Most of the track meets now, they're starting with the older long jumpers first, and then they go down. So the babies are jumping at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon. But yeah, I guess you're right. Have you ever tried triple jump, or you just strictly long jump?
I haven't tried triple. I'm just strictly long jump right now because
Okay.
it has a lot of with your joints. I've heard that it's really hard on those
No, it
joints.
is. It
Not
is.
saying that I wouldn't try it out, but I just want to kind of focus on my event that I have been focusing on before going into something new.
I got you. There's nothing wrong with that. So, what's your favorite state to compete in? I know now you went up, you competed in Boston. But what's your favorite state? Do you have a favorite state
Well, I
that
guess
you like
it
to
would
compete in?
be Boston because that I had a lot of fun there. It was cold, but it was a lot of fun. The food was good. I spent a lot of time with my parents and my coach, and we shared a lot of good memories. So that has to be my favorite because it's been a while since me and my parents actually had the time to go on a vacation like together.
I got you.
So I feel like Boston was my favorite because it brought us together.
That's dope. I like that. I like that. So obviously we know your favorite track and field moment has been winning the championship up in Boston. What's your favorite event out of the long jump in the 60
My
or the
favorite event would
100?
be long jump. I like it. I mean, I think I'm good at it. That's why it's my favorite. It's something that I can excel in, and I like jumping. Really, I like the
Yeah,
runway when I run, and how I do my jumps and landing in the sand. I just enjoy that part. Most people don't want to do long jump because they don't like the sand part, but it's
yeah,
like
that's true.
I've gone to the beach before. Just wipe it off.
So are you the person that when you hit the sand, like you hit the sand, or you just like landed and then you try to get out? Because my son,
Um,
like, he does pictures, and like it's some people when they jump, he's like he backs up because like when they hit the sand, they hit the sand, like they kicking up sand everywhere. You know,
I just kind of jump and go I'm really wary of the people who are after me because I want to
I
make
got
sure
you.
they are able to get their jump in and not have to wait for me. So I just do my jump and then I go.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
that's
so
how
you
it is.
consider it of your competitors. I like that. That's cool. So Who do you look up to in track and field, and who's your favorite athlete at this moment?
My favorite athlete would be Tara Davis.
Ah, yeah, she's fun, man. I love watching her jump.
Yeah, I hope to one day maybe jump like that and be able to experience the things she has in my own way, because she did definitely a lot to achieve what she did in her really far
Hmm.
jumps. So I hope
But
one day I can.
she's a sprinter also. She actually does hurdles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, she's actually really good at hurdles. So she's a sprinter also. I don't know if you saw the jump she had a couple of weeks ago, not the one at the World Championships. I think it was at the qualifying where she hit the sand and she did a backflip. That was one of the craziest things I ever seen. Like she jumped, landed, and did a backflip. Like the athleticism to do that is like, and she still jumped like I think it was like 6.9 meters or something crazy.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna send the link to your dad so he can show you. But yeah, nah, she's a very fun jumper. Like she brings a lot of energy. So are you that same when you jump? Are you doing the claps on your last jump? Are you bringing the energy, or you just more low key? Just let me get my jump
Um,
in and
I'm kind of low key. I don't really like the clap,
I
unfortunately.
got you.
To me, it throws me off, and it's not because I'm like, oh, these people are just clapping at me. I don't want them to do that. I just literally messes me up sometimes. Like I remember one time someone did the clap, and then I got excited, and like I said last time, I went over the board and the same thing. I scratched, so
Yeah.
it just like I wasn't really able to focus as much as I wanted to.
Okay, I got you. I got you. So you got to tell them in practice. Say, hey, on my last jump in practice, I need y'all to start the clap. So that way, when it happens at the meet, because it's gonna start happening. You know, once you break 20 and you get to that meet, people get excited. Like even the people that you compete against, you know, like they see the schedule and they see, okay, we going up against, Kalia Bing, and a lot of people get excited to see, good athletes jump. Even your competition, their parents, their coaches. So when you start, start getting out there to 2021, they're gonna start you're gonna start hitting those claps. It's a term. I look at it as like a term of endearment. Like the people, like they're excited to see how far you can go, and what you can accomplish and what you can do, because they can look back and say, no matter how far you go, they can always look back and be like, man, I remember when I was in Jacksonville back in 2025. There was this girl and she was jumping. So everybody looks back on those times where where you're able to experience those moments with great athletes that come through, and you're able to watch them and share those moments with them. So look forward to those claps. I'm telling you, if I'm at a meeting, I see you, I'm gonna clap. I'm always wait till your last jump, though. Always wait till the last jump.
All right.
Because that's my thing. That's something I like to do. So we're almost finished. A couple more questions, but I want to know who has been your biggest inspiration in life. It don't have to be an athlete, but just somebody that inspires you to wake up and do what be the best you.
Hmm. I would say my mother.
Okay,
Well, both my parents actually, not just my mom and my dad. They both have big impacts and a lot and very good character. My mom is hardworking and she's straight to the point. She's not gonna give you like a piece of candy and kiss you. She's gonna just rip the band-aid off and tell you how it is.
okay,
And I like that. My dad is really loving. I mean, I'm a daddy's girl, so I love my dad a lot. He's funny. We like to play games together. Sometimes we play fight. And I really enjoy both of my parents, so I don't really have one. I have like two, which is my mom and dad.
that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope they're listening. So that's awesome. So how do you balance school and track and field? Because at the end of the day, you're a student athlete. So how is that balance? Especially athlete of your caliber, of your level, you putting in the time, you putting in the work at practice. So how do you find time to still do the same thing in the classroom?
Well, the easiest thing I do to find time is do things ahead of time, because I know myself. Once after practice, I'm gonna want to shower, I'm gonna want to eat, and I'm gonna want to unwind down. So normally I finish all my homework before practice if it's
Hmm.
possible, or right after practice, and I go home, I take a shower before I do anything else, I do my homework. if if we have like a big test coming up, the athletes are allowed to ask to take the day off so they can focus on
Oh
their
wow.
grades and study, because we want our athletes to be able to compete, and I want to be able to compete. I don't want to have bad grades.
Yeah, because you want to compete, but you also want to go to college later too, and that's something that they look at. That's pretty cool that the
Yeah.
school does that. Because some schools are like, I don't care, you got a test. I need these. I need these points. We trying to win district. We trying to win regionals. So that's pretty cool. That your school does that. And I'm gonna show this part to my daughter because that's her biggest thing. She go to sleep right after school, and then she have practice, and it's like, Dad, I gotta finish my homework. I said, no, I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna show her this part of the video. Listen, do your homework right after school, and then you don't have to worry about it after practice. You don't have to practice, you can chill. So what are your hobbies outside of track and field?
My hobbies would be being around my friends. I like to play some video games,
Okay.
but mostly being around my friends. Like I feel like I kind of like have to be around people. I don't like being alone. I like having my personal time to myself where I'm lying down, but I don't like being alone or not being around people.
I
I
got you.
enjoy the company, and I have good friends, and they bring me a lot of joy, and I want to keep spending time with them and keep our relationship strong. I don't want those things to, like, I guess, die down. But I really
Yeah.
like being around people. It makes me happy. And that's a great part about track and field, because you're surrounded by people, whether you
A lot
want
of
to be
people.
or
Very
not.
true. Very
So it
true.
allows me
So
to
I heard
make a
you
lot
say
of friends.
that you play games. Which gaming system are you on? Do you PlayStation, Xbox?
I'm just on my computer.
Okay.
Like, I play Minecraft
Okay.
with my cousin, or sometimes, like, I have a Switch, like my cousin Loxley's. Like, I was at my grandma's house and all of my cousins were there, and we played on the Switch. And we like to play scary games, which is like Loxley doesn't like those, but we made him play anyways. And I don't remember this, but we were playing a scary game once, and it was like a total jump scare, and the lights were off, and we turned them off on purpose so we would get scared. And Loxley did not like that. I don't think we got in trouble, but I could tell that my aunt was not pleased
Yeah, she wasn't
and
feeling that.
was
She was like,
not
yeah,
happy with us.
I'm hiding the
But it
games
was,
next time y'all
we were
come over.
laughing because she screamed so loud.
Yeah, she's gonna hide the games next time y'all come over because that wasn't cool. So not to hold you long, because I know you got school tomorrow. Is the last question. Where do you see yourself in 4 years, and what's your dream university? Like, where do you see yourself, you know, going the next 4 years and competing at?
I see myself at Duke. I
Ooh,
Yeah, I want to go to Duke really badly, and I see myself being a exceptional long jumper. I know I have a long ways to go, and may not be the next Tara Davis, but I
hey,
could try to
you'll be
be
the next Kalia
Kalia
Bean.
Bing.
There you go.
Yeah. So I see myself still doing track in college.
Okay. Have you ever been up there? The campus is beautiful. We went up
Yeah, I
there
went
about
up
2 years
there.
ago. It's a beautiful. We went when it was snowing. It was
Oh wow.
cold, cold, cold. But the campus is really nice. It's a really nice campus. So that's awesome. So we'll be looking forward to when you do your commitment. We'll come back. We'll come back in 4 years, and we'll do a follow up interview when you do your
All right.
commitment. That'll be dope. That'll be super dope. Blue Devil, Cameron Crazy, and you got to camp out for those tickets for the basketball game. That'll be cool. But thank you for spending this time with us on Field Events Matters. Thankful to you, thank you to your parents for allowing you. And we just wish you the best on the rest of
Thank
your upcoming
you.
outdoor season. And hopefully, you make it to where's it at this year? It's in Jacksonville, right? States in Jacksonville?
I think so. I don't
Oh,
know.
so you don't got to travel too far. I think it's at UNF. Yeah, so you don't have to travel too far. So we wish you luck. Successful season, successful school year, and continue being you and continue doing you and continue to be great. And we thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You too.